Yo, Chris Paul 45 here. A couple weeks after the 2011 NFL draft, and I'm gonna be breaking down Carolina's selections. My favorite team, Carolina Panthers. Let's get right to it. First pick in the overall draft. A lot of controversy about this. If Carolina should be taking Cam Newton, all the talent in the world, could be a huge bust. Me, I think Cam Newton was the best pick they could have got. He's all-around versatile player. They need a quarterback. They need a playmaker. Their dynamic duo running back did not do so well last year. So they need to have a quarterback that could be a threat in the passing game, so then they can run more. So that's why when Jake Thorne was good with Steve Smith, I don't know if Steve Smith's going to be a Panther next year. If he's not a Panther, I don't even know if there's going to be an NFL season next year. But if Steve Smith's not a Panther, they're going to have trouble. They're going to have a lot of trouble. Their receivers, they're bad. They didn't have a second-round pick. Third round, they took Terrell McClain, defensive tackle out of South Florida. I've heard of this guy. He's pretty good. He's an explosive player. I think he'll fit well in that defense. I don't know if he'll start or not. Their defense actually wasn't that bad last year. It was their offense, Carolina. So, I mean, I think this would be a good pick, Terrell McClain. Next, another D tackle. I think it was Sion Fua out of Stanford. Yeah, another D tackle. So apparently they need people at that position. So I'll probably start McClain if he's whatever. But it kind of confused me why they took another defensive tackle when they just, took one. I'm not an NFL general manager though, so they can do whatever they want as long as the Carolina Panthers are winning. Next, Brandon Hogan, West Virginia, great player, cornerback. I was watching, I think it was a West Virginia Pitt game on ESPNU. This guy had a pick, I think. He's explosive, versatile. It's just what they need, a cornerback with Chris Gamble. And, I mean, their secondary, too. They got Ken Lucas, Charles Goodfrey. I mean, their secondary is great. Secondary, one of the best in the leagues. I mean, add another guy to it, that's good. Now, this is probably one of the best picks. It's wide receiver out of Hawaii. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. Kiloha Polaris, something. It's wide receiver out of Hawaii. That was probably one of the best, steals in this draft right here. This guy comes out of Hawaii. They pass, they run, probably Hawaii like 2-3 plays a game. They pass all the time. This is a receiver that can go in with Cam Newton, and he can be a star. I mean, I'm guessing he's a slot receiver, kind of like the Wes Welker, Devon Best type of player, but he could be a steal. 2 6th-round picks they had. Lawrence Wilson out of UConn, outside linebacker. Don't know much about him. Zachary Williams, cornerback out of Washington State. Don't know much about him. And Lee Ziemba, old tackle from Auburn. Cam Newton hookup. This, I think, was a good pick. Offensive tackle. I mean, they need, with their running game they got, they already have one of the best offensive line. Jordan Gross, Jeff Otaw. I mean, this pick was great, I think. Put some more bodies up there. D'Angelo, Jay Stu run first and second down. Cam Newton pass on third. I mean, that could be good. See, I mean, that was Carolina's draft. I rate it probably like a B. But I think Carolina will do better than last year, obviously. They need to play Cam Newton at quarterback. They need to start him. They took him with the #1 overall pick. They need to start him every single game of the year. I don't care if he's struggling. You're not throwing Jimmy Clausen out there. Steve Smith, I hope you come back. Love you, man, Steve Smith. You're explosive. You're one of the best receivers in the game. Defense, I got John Beeson. John Beeson's a beast. beast. So that'd be good. But I think Carolina could be better than last year. I'm not saying good, but they'll be better than last year. Their schedule does not favor them whatsoever, though. I think they start out with Arizona, and then they play Green Bay. Then they play, like, Minnesota. They could surprise some people. I mean, it should be a good season for Carolina. They could be a good team. Well, I just said that they weren't going to be, but they'll be improving Carolina. So, thanks a lot, Panthers Nation. Subscribe.